Let's talk about Father's Day. God damn it, a tough day for a lot of us. Now, I am still blessed to have my dad. He's a great dad. He lost his father when he was 8 years old and didn't really have the best childhood because of it. He lived on a farm. He was the youngest of a big farming family. And when he lost his dad, his mom gave him to another farm for a whole year. So my dad, losing his dad at 8, then was shipped off to another farm to be raised for a year before he went back to his mom because she had to take care of so much she couldn't raise an 8-year-old kid. Now, for some perspective, my grandfather had my dad when he was 52 years old. This is a picture of my grandfather. So my dad was born in 1958 to a 52-year-old man and to a 44-year-old woman. So for a little bit of perspective, when my dad was 8 years old, my grandmother was 52. That's amazing. So here's Bradford Simons. Brad Simons. They used to call him Bun. This guy was in World War II. He literally bombed Nazis as a pilot. Some of us aren't lucky to have great dads. Some of us miss our dads because they were wonderful. Some of us still have them. Some of us had great stepfathers. Some of us had grandfathers that raised us like dads. So happy Father's Day is like saying happy Humans Day. Some humans are great. Some humans aren't. But I think it should be said that for a lot of dads, they've done the best they could with what they had. I can say that's true of me. I have a 22-year-old son. Before I came out of the closet, I had a child, and when his mother and I separated when he was 3 years old, that's when I came out of the closet. I love my son, and I try to be the best dad, but I know I'm human, and I've messed up along the way. But me, just like a lot of other dads, did the best they could with what they had. I did the best I could with what I had. I think having some grace and compassion for our dads, knowing that they did the best they could with what they had, I think that goes a long way. Now, I'm called during this little message from Spirit for Father's Day to tell a funny story. So I might be the only person you'll ever meet who broke their ankle or fractured their ankle playing Nintendo. So let me give you some perspective. It was the summer of my 5th grade year, and I loved The Legend of Zelda. And my parents had one of those great big TVs, that like box TVs that sat on the floor. I remember playing The Legend of Zelda for literally 4 hours, sitting cross-legged on the living room floor. My legs went to sleep, and I can remember as a kid, when your leg went to sleep, you just stand on it to kind of wake it up. So I thought I would do that. I've always been a big kid. I graduated 8th grade at 6'3". So when I tried to stand up, crack and fall over. My leg would not support my weight, and over I went. And I started to cry, and my mom, tough old farmer woman, my mom, said, go upstairs, dinner will be ready in an hour. And so I shuffled upstairs, cried for an hour, and then slid down on the stairs on my butt in an hour when dinner was ready. And my mom's like, shit, this kid needs to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. My ankle was this round. So my dad gave me a piggyback ride out of the house and into the car. And I'll always remember that piggyback ride because I was so big in 5th grade. And my dad was still strong enough to, pick me up and carry me down the front steps and put me into the car. So my dad's always been there. I'm going to have dinner with my dad tonight and my son, the 3 generations of us. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh. And we always do. And I'm very grateful for that. I've always tried to be the best son I could be. I always try to make him proud. And I know my son does the same for me. And I want to just send this message to anybody that's watching this. It's okay to miss your dad if he's gone. It's okay to be angry at your father if he didn't treat you with respect or in a proper way. But if you do have a father that's in spirit, it is your goal and your job to take care of their loved one here. If you want your dad in spirit to rest in peace, you gotta live in peace. You gotta take care of yourself. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm so blessed to have my dad, and I want my dad to be here. While he's here, I want him to be in peace. So I make sure his son is at peace. I don't want to suffer any bullshit. I don't want to create drama in my life. I don't want to have turmoil and, any of that. When he's gone, as one day he will be, I am going to take care of his son so he does not suffer. So he doesn't have to watch me in heartache and turmoil and self-perpetuated stress or trauma. I'm going to do everything that I can to focus on my peace, knowing that that is his peace while he's here and while he's gone. So I want you to consider that. And if you're missing your dad, light a candle, say a little hello, maybe pour him out a beer or something if that's appropriate. But take care of his loved one while you're here. And even if your dad is still here, take care of their loved one while you're here. And remember all the other dads in our life, the grandfathers, the stepfathers, the older brothers that were like fathers, the friends that were like fathers, all of that. I oftentimes get father, brother, husband energy mixed up because it's all very loving, protective, masculine energy. So if you had any of those protective, loving, masculine energies in your life, give them a shout out, give them some love, take care of the person they love. That's so important. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go have dinner with my dad and my son. You better take care of yourself while you're out there. To learn more about me, to sign up for a reading, to find my podcast, my new book, my upcoming tarot deck, all that good stuff, please find me online at joshsimons.com.